This is the training for the back end of WordPress. First thing you do is you go to your homepage and you click / wp-admin, enter. And here you will enter your username and password. I'll just use mine for now.
Is it the same one that you gave me the other day for?
You can use your
for the link.
Every user has their own.
Okay.
And you can also create users, and I'll show you how to do that as well. And you can assign different roles to each user. You can add admin or just very limited roles if you want. So since I'm an admin, I see everything that's on this. Other users, for example, your login has a limitation. You can't see everything. Mostly because I don't want you to be overwhelmed with things you don't need to use. So, but you can change that at any time. The users area is here in the users. And if you log into that, you can see the different users that are on here. Like here's one of our staff, and there's Liz and me, and that's the main info at Ellen. And there's you, Perla. Okay, and when you click on if you check here on the left, you can see here change role, and there are all the different roles that you can do. I can send you a link to what the different roles do and all the limitations. So we'll just leave that alone for now. Basically, here's a dashboard. We'll start at the top. If you want to, anytime click to the front of the site, you can click up here, or visit site, same thing. And you go to the front, and when you're logged in, you're going to see this black bar appear. Anytime you see the black bar, you know you're logged in to the dashboard. So let's go. You want to go back to the dashboard? Just click here. Right. So at the top, you'll see these updates. Just so you know, there's just like plugin updates and things that periodically lets you know that there's new versions of things. We don't recommend that you hit reinstall or plug in anything till you let us know. So because sometimes could be glitches and bugs that we need to test to make sure everything's still running right. And we'll go ahead and update these before we hand it over. Okay, so when you click on post, this is basically how you post everything that goes into the site. The difference is the categories, what you categorize them as, where they're going to appear. So let's say a news release, which is the Hermitage Apartment Homes. This is what appears on the home page. And if you click featured, that's how it appears on the home page. Okay, those articles. And then this also makes it appear inside the news releases page. So let's open one up. And the way it works is you just enter your title of the post up there. And here's your content. This is a lot like Word, Microsoft Word. And you have this little toolbar. This is a very important one because a lot of times by default it's closed, but you have a lot more tools in there. So just make sure if you don't see the tools you need, just click on that and it will appear. So here you can check heading styles. Like for instance, if you highlight this, you see it's heading 2. If you highlight that, you'll see it's paragraph italicized. And this is just regular paragraph text. You can underline things here. You can change the text color if you click on that.
Yeah, the normal stuff.
That sort of thing. Paste as text is useful because sometimes you're going to get text from a document that has formatting like bolding and all that stuff. If you don't want all those things, you just click on that. You get this little window, say OK. And when anything you paste after that, while that's on, is just no format. There's bullets and all the regular stuff. Hyperlinks. So if you want to link this, just click on that and stick it in there. Open link in new window tab. That's important. Okay, if you want to do that. And the rest you can kind of play around with, but you get the gist. You just copy your text in here, format it, and then important. Here's where the categories are. This is where you would select whatever categories you wanted to appear at. And if you have any doubts, you can always go back to the posts and see where other similar ones are categorized as, if you want a guide.
Okay, now these categories are where?
Okay.
You created the category.
I'll get to that. You can actually you can add. This is a quick shortcut to add a category. If you wanted to add a new category, you can do that here.
Mm-hmm.
And also the categories live here in categories. So here they all are. And it tells you how many posts have that category
Oh, those
attached
are the categories
to it.
on the side and the news release page.
Yeah.
Okay.
They also categorize the maps on the. They work also with the map as well, where things are going to appear, like real estate or retail land office. Some of the categories apply to the map,
Okay.
so you would do them in the same place here. And you can see here this number on the side is how many posts have that category attached to it.
Okay.
All right. So let's say you want to do a brand new post. All you need to do is go here to add new, and it would give you open up a new page.
Okay.
And right here you'd enter your title, enter your text, format it how you like, and then click a category and post it. Oftentimes you'll need to, okay, now there's this other section down here, but you don't need to worry about that for basic posts. As things get a little more, if you want to do more complex things, we can get into that. But this is basically how to add a post. If you want to, the other thing about the post is feature images. So let's say the post on the front end, you want to add a feature image for that post. All you got to do is click here, set featured image. And this will either allow you to drag and drop or select files from your computer, or here's a media library, which contains all the shots that are already in there. You can upload multiple things at the same time if you want to do that first. Let's say you have a bunch of pictures to upload and then you're going to use them. You can just drag and drop them first and then have access to them in here. Or you can do it as you go one by one. So that's how you put the featured image onto there. Let's say you want to put an image inside of a post. You can just go click here, add media, and this will let you get a picture from anywhere, your media library or your computer. Let's say you want to put this picture in there. You can add a link here, custom URL or no link. Alignment just means left or right or center. Left means that the text will go up next to it. And there's actually a size also here. Like the full size is pretty big. It's 1400, which it shouldn't be that big, but and then you can pre-select the size if you wanted to. So let's say we want to put that one in, and you insert it here, and there it is. If you want to, once it's in here, let's say you don't like how the size is, or we want to edit something about it, just click on the little pencil there, and you can change those things that you did before. And just X out of that. And now WordPress has a new feature where you can actually drag and drop an image from your desktop into here, into this area. So that's a brand new feature from the latest version. So let's go back to the front so we can see what else we would need to edit. So what you're going to be doing basically is adding...
correcting typos. Okay, right now
Okay.
I need to correct a lot of information in there, some typos,
Okay.
some things. And then eventually, add pictures, add properties.
Okay.
I would need to add properties. I would need to add
Okay.
news releases, the blogs. I need
Okay.
to add the blogs.
Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's say you want to change something in the Who We Are page. You just click on the first one. And here, it loads here. Can we put this big scroll bar? No. I'm glad we did. This page loads. This computer's slow. Okay, so let's say you want to edit this page, anything on here. Once you're on the page, you can quickly go here to edit page, and that will take you to the back end of this page. That's a quick shortcut. Also, you can also see all the pages back here if you click on all pages. This will show you all the pages, so you can go down all of and these are the the bios and everything is in here. And there's like 3 pages of this, so if you want to see more, there's right up here. Okay. All right, so let's go back to that page and how we're going to edit it. So here, the top part is basically design things. And if you go down here to this area called the Visual Composer, is where everything really resides. Here is the title. You can't see part of this title because it's in white. But the way you would edit any box, if you do click on this little pencil, and then it'll let you edit it in this area. The reason you can't see it because it's in white over here. Let me fix that. I'll have to make an edit on this to show better. So it shows code. This is the Who We Are code in here. So if you wanted to change that title, but I don't think you'll be changing those things. So let's say you're on to About Us, Mission, or Story. So what you would do is click here. Oh shoot, this isn't looking right to me. I'm gonna have to do an update on this crap. It basically would open a window where you could see this and you would edit it and save it. So let me just go there just to show you the tools. It's like opening another toolbox. You won't see code, but you'll see the. I can't believe this.
And you can still fix it in text, right?
Yeah, you should be able to fix it, just like I showed you in the other window, and we'll make sure that's working. But it'll show up like this, and you'll be able to fix it with the same tools that I showed you before. Let me open another one. This is the timeline. All you're going to see in here is the code that brings the timeline into here. If you go to edit, you're just going to see this this code, the iframe code. But you know how to do the timeline already. It's with that Google Doc.
So the Google Doc is still...
It's still there, yeah.
Okay,
So-
I need to write that, keep that somewhere.
Yeah, so keep that.
Send me the link.
Mhm.
Okay, send me the link on the Google Doc.
Okay.
So I have to keep it somewhere because right now it's buried in one of your emails. Okay?
Well, it exists on our drive right now, so we can put it. It does work with the Google Drive.
Well, it was a link. You guys sent me a link. And like I said, it's buried in one of my emails.
I'll
So
send
just
you-
send me the link
I'll
again.
send you the link again. And anytime you update that document,
Okay.
it automatically goes to this
Okay.
to the timeline.
Perfect.
Okay.
I like doing that.
Yeah, it's cool. So the same thing down here. Let's see if this one looks right. I'm gonna have to do an update. You'll see this in regular text. You won't see the code, and then you'll be able to edit and have the same tools appear as you're able to get that fixed. These are the bios. So let's say you want to change a picture of somebody here. You would just X that one out, and then click again, and you find a new picture, and put it in. I'm not going to do it, but you just hit set image and it'll save it there. And then just click save. I'm going to cancel. And the same with all these text boxes. There's codes in here called short codes, and what, like for instance, this one is a separator, and this anything you see between brackets, it's code. The only thing you can really edit is things that are not in brackets up here. Okay. And again, you'd click on the little pencil to edit each little box that you have to go into. And this is a logos code that's a logos show at the bottom of the page. Logo carousel. All right, so let's say you want to edit. There's some other simpler. This is a more complex page because
I know
so many
something that I do
sections.
need to edit. We can go there and do it.
Inside there.
No,
Okay.
that's under properties.
Okay, let's go to like commercial development. This is a more simple page, and let's go to the back of it. This is also set up the same way. It's basically the same kind of thing. You know, you edit each one by opening each one, and then once you're done, you just make sure you hit update.
Okay, so here, where do I edit? I don't see anything here.
Yeah, you go down here. You got to go to the bottom because the top things are mostly design things here. It's the area called Visual Composer.
Mm-hmm.
And like for instance, there's the Alhambra image. So if you wanted to change that, you know, here it's basically the same layout as it looks in the front. You know, the Alhambra image is on the left. There's the title of it.
What if I needed to edit more information?
Like under it, like in the title, for instance.
Or, yeah, or anything or anywhere.
Let's say you want to put another text box under here.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is click this little X, and this allows you to get some tools. Text block.
Okay.
That brings in. This actually will let you add the text right here, and the text block, whatever. And hit save, and there you go. There's a new text block there.
Okay.
If you want to add a new image, you just click here. This has a single image. You can do that. And, you know, as you can see, there's a lot of things you can add. Separator just adds a little space in between. So if you want to separate things a little bit, I'll show you what that one's like, because I like that one a lot. It's this thing here. See this line? Then when you edit that, it allows you to pick how much space you want above it and below it. And once it loads, it'll pop open. Okay. You can pick a thickness. You just pick transparent if you don't want it to have a line, and top margin and bottom margin. Typically 20 pixels. You can do 20 pixels and bottom margin 20. It's all pixels, so you know, and you can play with it and see how much space you're getting. Okay. So that's a lot of the tools are in there. So if you want to add any functionality into a space, you know, keep in mind the design. You know, you can go back and forth and see how it's looking. This is the case studies area. Same thing. You just open this and do that. The titles, we special coded them because remember they had to be big. So, hang on a second. That is located. Here it is. So it's between, this is just called case studies. It has a different color, so development is in there. So if you wanted to change this, you could do it right there between the brackets. Okay. And that's basically it. It's the same principles to edit each little content and how to add more content if you like. Okay. This ordered list is a special little thing too to give it the style that we gave it, and all it is everything is in here where you can change and add stuff.
So what if I make a change and I make it wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What happens?
It's okay.
You guys, is this saved someplace that we can go back to the way it was?
Yes, we can restore it. We have every hour a restore backup.
Okay.
So if you screw it up and we can restore to the previous hour.
Okay.
So hopefully you didn't do an hour's worth of work.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's good to know. So you guys restore the websites yourself, and you have a system?
Yes. We also, here's an option. Let me show you a simple tool before we even get into that. You can do this. In this area called screen options, there's a thing up here called revisions. Let's hope it's on right now. Oh, I don't see it on here. But I can add it so that what happens is you can click on it and see, when you check on it, you'll see in the past revisions. If you go to this, and I'll send you a quick video on it, okay? You'll come to the bottom of the page and there's going to be some older saved ones, and you can restore them. Okay? That way we don't have to back up the whole site, or not, restore.
Okay.
Do a full
what if I
restore.
wanted to add a page?
Okay, if you wanted to add a page, all you would do, since you're in the page area already, you can go from here, add new, or you can go from here, add new.
Okay.
Okay, or even from here. There's so many places you could do it
Okay.
from. Okay. So you just click new page. I'll leave this without saving. And just enter the title of the page. And there's two ways.
But where would it go? How do I tell it where to go?
I was going to get to that. Okay, so you create your page. There's two ways to create the page. I was going to show you real quick. There's the Visual Composer, and there's the Classic Editor. The Classic Editor is what's on right now. Is just lets you do it right here. You can't do a lot of styling. The Visual Composer allows you to select rows and columns, and you go down here to Visual Composer. You'd add a row here. And then here you can select like 2 columns, and you can add text blocks to it. It's a little easier to create styles and things like that. Otherwise, on the Classic, it's very basic. And as you can see, I brought in, you can always revert to Classic and it'll bring in the code from the Visual, but it's a little more, let's say you want to get fancy, you can go to the Visual Composer. Otherwise, just do it here. And then once you have your page made, the way you'd add it to the menu is you go here to Appearance, Menus. And there's also a shortcut to that. If you go to, oh, I don't see it there. Okay, well, let's just get there through here. Appearance and then Menus. And here you'll see, this is the footer menu, as you can see the title here. There are these pages. And let's say you want to edit the main menu. It's right here. Just select that and click Select. And here you'll see how it's all laid out. And let's say you just created a page like logos test or something I was working on. All you do is check it once after you create it, and you click Add to Menu, and that's going to put it at the bottom here. And you can easily locate it wherever you like. If you don't want it to be, if you want it to be like a sub menu, make sure it's to the right of, like it says part of Green Initiatives, you'd put it here. If it's at the same level, you'd put it there. And if it's at the top level, you put it all the way to the right. And that's one of the cool things about WordPress.
I know, that sounds very easy.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to take that off. And then, of course, once you do all that, you have to hit Save. Always click the blue button at the end of saving it to save anything, or you won't see anything happening. And that's pretty much it. It's the way it's set up there. Let's go back to the front and look at some other things we might want to change. The blogs. So all these other pages are the same as, pretty much the same structure. Properties. Okay, the way you do properties, let's go back to the dashboard.
Yes, I do have to change one.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it today and learn from it.
Yeah. All right, so properties are here in real estate. So let's just go to View All Listings. And here is where they all are. So let's say you want to add a new one or open, let's open one. Okay, like Unique Land here.
Let's open.
Oh, what's it? Yeah, where's the one that you want to fix?
Pembroke Commons.
Okay. All right. All you got to do is click Edit. And here's all the information for it.
Okay.
In the top, there's the main description and bullet points. And here's the general information.
What we need to change is the address, actually.
Okay, so all that is, I think it's here, street number.
Okay, street name is Pembroke Drive.
Pembroke.
I think it is. I mean, okay. We can go to the last page.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll save it. We can come back to it. And then the featured image is over here, and you can choose a new one. If you choose it, it'll override the one that's there. And additional images, all you gotta do is choose here.
Okay.
Make sure the size of the files is not huge, just what you need.
Let's just leave it at Pembroke Drive for now.
Okay.
If anything, I'll come back and change it.
Okay.
That way I learn.
So once you're done, the blue button at the end. Sometimes it says update, sometimes it says publish, whatever it is, save. Just click it until you save your changes. And then you can also do a quick, once it's done saving.
And to add links and brochures and everything in here?
Yeah, there's the PDF area is down here somewhere. There's a documents. Here it is, documents. So you just choose file there if you wanted to add a PDF there, and it'll put it, just make sure to title the PDF, whatever it is that you want it to be, and you can add a bunch of documents there.
So I can change the document name right there?
I don't know, because
that's the name on the file itself.
Yeah, you can change, let's say, I think you can change it inside there, inside the media library, which I'll take you there. Let's see, whatever stops saving. Okay. I got booted out. I'm trying to do too many things with the video and all. Alright, let me go back in. Let me stop this video and do another one because it's going to take forever to upload.